as long as he knows it's relaxing, like the mat is a cue for relaxation.
Exactly.
The being on it is really nice, but I mean,
I'm not so worried about that as I am about the.
Yeah. And then you teach him to lie on his back where you drag him around the house, and then he does that, you just drag him on his mat. Problem solved.
Well, I've been trying to do relaxation associated with the mat, so I didn't want to use too much click work around it.
Yes, yeah.
Because he gets.
Well, you can have a separate mat for the go-to mat, like the clicker stuff, which I think with him would be good because he tends to not want to relax.
Yeah.
And then when you combine, like then he has the behavior of going to mat, he has the behavior of relaxing on mat, and they will reach into each other. So like when you try to teach down after you've taught sit for a year, and the dog like sits every time you say down, months.
Yes, catch this all.
I'm gonna bring next time about 20 more syringes, and as much of a pain as it's gonna be, I recommend you fill them to about here only, and you'll have a much easier time holding them in your hand till you get better at it. So have a lot of them with only about this much in it, and then they won't be sticking out so far, so you can more easily use one hand with them.
Makes sense.
Some of it's going in the mouth. That's what counts.
Relaxing time. That's really nice, Tanya. So how is that for her, the working and then settling? It's okay? She looks good. I mean, she's kind of higher than she was, but that's to be expected for sure.
Much more attuned into you being here.
Yeah. It's hard to judge because as soon as I walk over, of course, they all get...
Good judge of how high she is.
Yes, yeah. So did you do some work with him? And he's okay? He's settled nicely. That's really nice. So if you want to do one more set, you can go ahead. And if you think that's like way ridiculously too much for him, then just ignore me and do whatever you want anyway.
I think he can probably do that.
I think he can too. It's amazing what 1 week does, eh? And then you'll come in on Thursday and it's going to be
gong house in here. There's going to be like 10 dogs in here. It's going to be insane. I think you and I will just hide in the back room with our crazy ones.
I mean, as settled as she was, she's
Yeah.
not really all that relaxed.
Well, she hasn't been relaxing with you for the last 10 minutes either. So I would not be cueing her at this point. If she's biting the syringe when you take it away further, or don't take it away, depending on her level of need.
This one's not working very well. I think it's frozen.
She doesn't show it very well unless she's up against the green blanket. So how was that for him getting up and then settling again? He's fine with that.
He does get excited, but he'll lie down again. He'll come down again pretty quick.
Yeah.
He wants to eat the tube.
Yeah, Gypsy's having the same issue. It's not coming out fast enough, so I'll just bite it in half. So you're getting lots of lip licks when he's finished that food. No, I know, but it's nice to mark that when you get to the point where you're reinforcing for the calming signal stuff.
Because it was shaped.
Oh, he has a lip lick. Okay. Can you tell the difference between his calming signal and his trained behavior?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
good.
very exaggerated when he's on treatment. Much like what
Yeah,
you said.
I didn't know he had
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah,
a nice one to
that's-
have shaped, though.
It was pretty funny. It's hilarious when he throws it at me. And that one. You can actually.
Can you step further towards the back of the crate? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Ryder goes through doorways backwards.
And I wouldn't worry about shutting the door in between unless you think he needs that as a cue.
Okay.
Yeah, he says there's things happening. This is the only class you're doing with him right now, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is something you can work on every class, everywhere you are with a crate. It's,
There you go. Oh, okay.
yeah. Will he get back on his mat for you? He says, I only have 3 legs. What do you expect from me? There you go. Exactly. It's much easier to lick it on the floor if he's lying down.
He's getting better at lying down. I told
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's interesting to pick up on that, right? Like, I want to see you massaging T-Touch his imaginary leg. No, whiplash, because it's not reorienting unless it's a barrier. Keeping in mind that it is harder with the barriers open too. That's really nice. So she knows her name for sure. And have you thought about your default behavior?
I think the down is our best.
Yeah.
Just because
I like
it's
it.
calming for her. Okay.
She says, oh, we're working now.
I like to do this, she says. So I needed to.
She says, free cookies are just fine with me.
Down's the hard part.
Yeah. Each dog's a little different.
She's getting tired of lying down, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget, I will talk about it again, but you can do some of that getting up and moving with her relaxation walk stuff. Leslie calls it awareness walk, I think, in her book. Anyway, to help get the stories out. Because she is a dog who, like, Dannon's kind of like, I could lie here all day, and Fox is like, food, okay, I can lie here, you know. But she's sort of more like, I gotta move.
Yeah.
There you go. So that might be a time where I wouldn't use a release word if you can get him up without it.
Because it's not
Because you want him to still be in that same frame of mind. Make sure you move nice and slow. There you go. As soon as you slowed down, he kind of went, oh, we can relax. It's purrs a little bit too much. The other thing you could do is just pivot a little bit. Like, just shift your focus in the food tube over maybe like 2 steps and see if he can take a step. He says, I only have 3 legs. His face is all covered in yummies. So as soon as you stood up, he was ready to sniff and look and disconnect. And yeah.
Well, I started up and I only got halfway, and then I stopped.
That's really good that you recognize that, because losing him is not going to help you. Like, trying to get him back is certainly more, not damaging, but not less helpful than keeping him to begin with.
Yeah.
The other thing you might find helpful is to work with a bit of a shorter leash. Depends on, how he responds to leash pressure, but sometimes just them knowing that they only have 2 feet of room will help. It just lowers the criteria a little bit, right? There you go. He says, I can do this. That's very nice. So you can go back to your mat whenever he's... I know, it's such a tiny space. So slow down just a little bit. Just move a little slower. It's not a healing exercise. It's just to get up, and that's looking much better. Oh, till you turn left, and then she thinks she has to pivot or something.
Smaller space.
Yeah.
We'll just do a circle for me.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if she wants to be on your other side. It's not a big deal. As long as she's staying focused on you, not snipping around, and not getting too, the arousal level is certainly an issue, but that's looking very nice. She's much more able to walk relaxed.